Hello, parents and my wonderful students. I'm going to go ahead and walk through this problem. I'm going to do several of these videos just so you can see just different options for you to use for division. So this problem says 5,489 divided by 3 equals y. Y equals. So remember what each part is. This is your dividend, divisor, and then the y is your variable, which represents your quotient. The dividend always goes inside of your area model. There are 4 digits, so you split your box into 4. You don't always need your 4 pieces, but it's always great to have them available. Okay, so divided by 3, your divisor goes on the outside. Okay, so one way that we can do is we can use the multiples of 3. So you could write them at the bottom, on the side, wherever is convenient for you. So multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 'kay, so I always just stop at 12, okay? All right, so when we look up here, we look at our first digit, which is our greatest place value, and we see if that number or that digit is greater than our divisor. That's a 5, is greater than 3. So I underline it because that's the number that I'm working with. So yes, it's a 5, but it represents 5,000. So when I look at it, I say 5 divided by 3. So I look down here and I say which one of these numbers is closest to 5 as I can get, or is exactly 5 or equals 5. So 3 is less than 5, which is great. 6 is greater. So we can't use 6, but we can use 3. So we take that 3, put it under the 5, and you ask yourself, 3 times what is this 3? 3 times 1, that's the first number. 3 times 1 equals 3. 4, 8, 9, 489. We didn't use those, so we're going to put a 0 above each of those digits. And I caution you to make sure that you keep your place value in line just like you do with adding and subtracting, because if you don't, you will get confused, okay? So we did not use 489, put a 0 above each of those digits, put a 0 below each of those digits. Okay, now you subtract 9, 8, 4, 2. 2,489 goes to the next column. You don't have to draw that arrow, but I do it just to make sure that you're clear on what I'm asking for. Okay, 2,489. Now we're in the next column. Okay, 2. We can underline the first greatest digit. It's a 2 though. It's less than 3. We can't use any digit that's less than our divisor. So we have to go all the way over to 2 and 4. So we say that's 24. Look at that, it's 24. Now we can go down here, find a multiple of 3 that is 24 or as close to 24 as possible. It's right there. So I have my 24. I'm going to take that 24, put it under the 24, and ask myself, 3 times what equals that 24? And I know 3 times 8 equals 24. If you can't remember, you can always count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 times 8. Put your 8 on top, just like multiplication. Your 8 goes on the top of your area model. We did not use the 8 or the 9, so 0 above, 0 below, and subtract. Okay, 9 minus 0 is 9. 8 minus 0 is 8. 24 minus 24, that's a wash. Please do not put zeros at the beginning of a number. If your hundreds place and your thousands place, when you subtract, nothing is left, don't put zeros there, please. Okay, all right, 89 goes to where? The next column. There's your 89. All right, let's take a look. Our first or greatest digits, the tens place, it's an 8. 8 is greater than 3. So we can use that. So 3 times what gets me as close to 8 or equals 8? So when I look 9 is close to 8, but it's greater than 8. We can't use 9, so we have to go back to the 6. So 6 is our answer. We put the 6 under the 8, and we say 3 times what is 6? 3 times 2 is 6. We did not use the 9. 0 above, 0 below. Remember, any digit we did not use, we want to put a 0 above it and below it. Now you can subtract 89 minus 60, 9, 29. Okay, so now 29 goes to the next column. Let's take a look. Where can we find a number that's as close to 29 or equals 29? 27. 30 is close, but is greater than 29. We can't subtract 30 from 29, so we have to use the 27. So put your 27 under the 29, and we say 3 times what is 27? 3 times 9 is 27. Okay? 3 times 9, 27. Subtract. What's left? 7, 8, 9. 2 is left over. 2 is less than my divisor, so I know it is a remainder. So my answer is up top, 1,829. Remainder 2. Do not leave off your remainder. If you leave off your remainder, it is incorrect. Okay? All right. That is one of our problems with a remainder. Okay? Hopefully you learned something there, but we're going to do a few more in just a moment in another video. All right. Work, work, work.